What's so surprising, they were older than me, and some hunched over, some walking with canes, grab my suitcase and carry it all the way up the stairs. Very, very heartwarming, for sure. Hi there, my name is Rachel Moore. I come from the USA, and I've been living in Korea almost 2 years. I'm currently working in the entertainment industry, in the entertainment business as an actor, model. It was something quite unexpected. I did not expect that I would be doing this in Korea. I did not come to Korea for that purpose, but I ended up doing that, and I'm really, really happy for the opportunity. Thank you, Korea, for taking me on. So I've been living here for almost 2 years, and I really, really like living in Korea. There's a lot of good things about it. I like that the people are polite, kind, and respectful. The cities are very well organized in neighborhoods. You can always find something. Anywhere you live, you can get anything you need, and it's not that expensive, actually. Really, the cost of living is fairly reasonable, and I think that it's safe, secure here, and you don't have to worry about much, really. So people are fun and happy, actually. They enjoy life. There's a lot of arts and culture, a lot of things to do all the time. So you can be lively and also find your quiet space, which is very nice. Today, I'm going to talk about how people are very considerate here in Korea. Number one, the first thing that I experienced when I got to Korea, and I continue to experience as I live in Korea, is people offering to carry my bags. My suitcases, my heavy, I'm usually, because as a musician, I'm usually carrying a lot of things, guitar in my bag, some kind of heavy bag, or rolling a suitcase along with me. And sometimes when I go into the public transportation, I have to lift it, carry it upstairs, and it can get heavy. A lot of times, I start walking up the stairs and somebody will inevitably grab my suitcase and carry it all the way up the stairs. Usually it's an older person, sometimes younger people as well. But what's so surprising is when I'm carrying big suitcases, when I was actually arrived in Korea, they were older than me, and some hunched over, some walking with canes, and they said, "Let me grab that bag." And I'm like, "Oh, no, that's okay. You know, you're older than me. I mean, I can do it, don't worry." And they just take it, grab it, and wow, strength and consideration, it's amazing. It's really, really heartwarming that that happens. Women sometimes, if I'm carrying a bunch of bags, they will say, "Let me hold your bag for you." They insist, "I must hold your bag." The consideration of people here is very, very heartwarming, for sure. In America, in the city, it depends. Like, it can happen as well in America. Probably would not be an older person, though. It would usually be a younger person who would come and help you, or I might request help from a younger person. But here in Korea, the difference is that here I'm getting the consideration from the older people, and in America, it would be the younger people. I think that's the main difference that I would tend to see if I'm comparing the two countries. So number two, the respect for elders in general. I think that there is a tradition and a culture here in Korea that one must respect the elders. And I don't know if it's out of obligation that people feel that, but I think that there is a certain respect for the elders. When people don't know my age, but they can see I'm older, they respond to me in a certain way. Many of my friends here who are not Asian are much, much younger than me and feel kind of a comradeship. But in Korea, I think there's a different respect. As soon as they find out how old I am, then things change, and there's a certain attitude and that comes with that. And it's kind of a different feeling for me, because I'm not used to feeling as an older person or getting that kind of treatment as an older person. So it's something that I need to get used to. I think it should feel good. But because I'm not accustomed to it where I come from, not to that degree. There's one thing, as I've started to learn the Korean language as well, 안녕하세요, that's about all I can say, that there is a formal language that you use for people who are older than you. And then there's a casual language that you use for more intimate relationships, for acquaintances, but definitely the language for older people, for the elderly, is more formal, more respectful, and you have to know it. Now, I don't know if I know it. I will learn it at some point. I think right now what I'm learning is more of a kind of a casual language. But if you really know Korean, then you really need to know which language to use when you're speaking to someone older than you. Number three, many times here in Korea, I am lost. We have the GPS, you have a map. I don't always know which direction it's going, or I get to what I think is the location, but I can't seem to find the building or the correct address because there's an old system and a new system. It's not always clear, and so I might be just standing around looking lost and somebody will come up to me, again, usually an older person, but sometimes younger people too, and they will say, "Can I help you?" And I say, "Well, actually, yeah, I'm looking for this building or this address or something." And they'll look to see what it is, and they'll also check it on their phones and find out where it is. They don't just point and say, "Go that way or turn left and right." They actually take me to the location, and the location could be like a couple of blocks out of their way, but they want to make sure I get to my destination. Sometimes they just start walking. I'm like, wait, you don't have to take me there, but off they go, and I have to kind of follow behind, and they want to make sure that I get to my destination, which is really kind of nice. I mean, they really go out of their way in that case. One time I was looking for a studio and I couldn't find it, and the man was actually walking the other direction when I approached him, and he looked at the address, he checked his map and everything, and then he turned around and walked me in the total opposite direction and got me to the studio, which was kind of hidden. It was, in a building, and you had to look down, and I would have never found it. So I think one of the best things about being in Korea is the help you get when you're carrying heavy bags, dragging a couple of suitcases. That I think it's the most amazing thing when people that are older than me are actually helping me to carry a heavy bag, and they just lift it right up, walk up the stairs like it's nothing, put it down and say, "Okay, have a good day." I think that's really great, really great. So today I talked about the consideration, people being very considerate here in Korea. If you like this video, press like, press subscribe, and have a good day. See you next time. Bye.